I'm Linda Parker. I never imagined I'd lay this part of my life bare beyond my closest circle, let alone share it with strangers. But some stories grow too heavy to keep inside. They demand to be told, even if the words tremble when they leave your mouth. Looking back, it feels like a film I never agreed to star in, one that pulled me along a track of feelings I didn't know were inside me. Loyalty, guilt, yearning, shame, and eventually, a fragile kind of clarity. It began quietly on a spring morning in Ohio. Outside my kitchen window the first blooms were opening, soft yellows and purples brightening the yard. My son Ethan, 22 and studying photography at the local university, had come home for the weekend. He was the kind of person who noticed things others missed, the way light pooled on a curtain, the color revealed in a rain-streaked puddle. His eye for detail had always surprised me. That Saturday, over coffee, he surprised me with a request. "Mom," he said, "I need a subject for a new project. Would you let me photograph you?" I laughed at the idea. Me. A middle-aged woman, a mother, a wife who spent her days juggling work, chores, and a never-ending list of obligations. I hadn't thought of myself as photogenic. But Ethan's face lit up with a boyish eagerness I remembered from his childhood. The same look he wore when pleading to stay up late to finish a drawing or to catch the stars. "I don't know, Ethan," I said, unsure. "Why me? Don't you want someone younger, someone, I don't know, more photogenic?" He shook his head. "That's exactly why I want you, Mom. Real beauty isn't a filter or a flawless face. It's honesty. It's stories. Your face has more stories than anyone I know. I want to capture that." His words hit me harder than I expected. For years I'd lived in the shadow of diminished confidence. Early on, Mark had doused me with attention. Over time that warmth faded into late nights at the office and an endless preoccupation with his phone. I kept telling myself marriages settle into silence, that this was normal. The truth was simpler and harsher. I missed being seen. So I agreed. It seemed harmless, maybe even fun. I had no idea it would unearth feelings I'd buried. We set up in the living room, rearranging furniture to let the light in. Ethan guided me gently. "Sit by the window, tip your face toward the sun, relax." I felt awkward at first. My hands searched for a place to rest. My smile felt staged. I laughed when I tried to look natural. But Ethan was patient. "Don't pose," he said. "Just be. Think of something that makes you feel alive." His voice was warm, encouraging, and something else, an admiration that made me uneasy and pleased at the same time. As the shutter clicked, I let my defenses slip. I thought of younger days, dancing barefoot in the rain, staying up through the night to read in college, laughing with Mark in those early months until tears blurred our vision. Those memories softened something inside me. For the first time in years I felt like more than a mother or a wife. When Ethan showed me the photos, I swallowed. The woman in those images was me and not the person I'd been seeing in the mirror lately. Her eyes were awake, her smile steady, her posture unashamed. She looked like someone worth knowing. "Do you see it?" Ethan asked quietly, watching me. I nodded, tears leaking out before I could stop them. I hadn't realized I still looked like that. After that, things shifted. What began as a single assignment turned into a string of sessions. Every weekend Ethan came home with new ideas. Different lighting, outdoor shots, candid moments of me cooking or reading. He kept finding pieces of me I had assumed were gone. Gradually I stopped resisting the camera. It wasn't vanity. It was rediscovery. But alongside the beauty came danger. In the quiet between frames I noticed how much I wanted to be noticed, to be cherished. Comparing that warmth to the emptiness Mark offered planted a small, dangerous resentment in me. One evening after a particularly tender session, Ethan had caught me in that thin, golden sunset light. I sat alone with the photographs. Mark was in his home office below, absorbed in work emails and not even asking how my day had gone. I stared at the radiant woman in the pictures and asked myself something I'd never expected to. Was it wrong to feel grateful to my son for giving me what my husband no longer did? That question haunted me. It whispered when Mark brushed past me without a word, when I lay awake in the dark, when Ethan's images reminded me I still mattered. And then life handed me the twist I